Welcome back and thank you for tuning in. Today I'm going to talk about a very important aspect in parenting, particularly in this part of the world, where you would have often heard sentences like, "You can't even get us a first class after we worked so hard to give you the resources that we have. You don't even call us once a day to check on us and tell us, or rather ask us, how we're feeling." Can you see in both the narratives, the parents of these children are trying to trigger an emotion. Emotional manipulation and the emotion of guilt plays an unfortunate part in the style of parenting that takes place more often than not. The philosophy of guilt is basically triggered by the concept of things that the children have to do. In the first case, the child has to get a first class because the parents have worked so hard to give them the platform that they have. Poor subject choice, learning disabilities, intellectual limitations are not even considered. The attribution error that is being made is that the child has no gratitude and no consideration for the parents, and his lack of gratitude reflects in lack of effort and hard work, as a result of which he's not being able to get that first class. In the second aspect, the parent is underscoring to the child that he has to, ought to, and absolutely must check on the parents because, oh, maybe they're so old or they live in a different country or what have you. The connotation implied is that if the child doesn't do what the parents thinks that the child must, has to, or absolutely got to, the child is an ungrateful wretch who deserves to be blamed and punished. Guilt, the emotion which is often evoked by the philosophy of blame and condemnation, actually does more harm than we really know. And it is this that I need to underscore today. Do not believe that you can motivate yourself or your child by provoking the emotion of guilt. In guilt, one constantly self-blames and believes that if one has broken some rules, then one is undeserving and one literally ought to rot in hell. Instead of guilt, let's teach responsibility, where responsibility is nothing but accountability. And guilt, unfortunately, is nothing but blame. Even when it is morally apt, guilt tends to impede rather than encourage growth. And if you and I want to grow individually or want our children to grow, it is important to get rid of that emotion of guilt. Till then, stay well, stay safe, and please feel free to write to me at barkha@barkhacholani.com. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you may have. Thank you.